Hey folks, Dan Frio here, the rate update. Today we're going to talk about why I made a move, going back to the broker side of the business. And I'm going to show you the cons, the pros, and what made my decision pretty simple. So don't go away, we're going to go over that next. So this video, we're going to go through why the Frio team, and some of you might not be a perfect fit for that, but maybe why Nexa Mortgage, okay? So let me just give you a little bit of backdrop about me. My name is Dan Frio. I'm in the mortgage business for over 33 years, and I've been in all kind of facets of this business. I've only had, and I say only because for me, it's kind of like, well, that's pretty good because I don't like change. I've only had worked for six companies in my 33 years. Again, some of you guys might say, wow, that's a lot of companies. Others might say, whoa, I had that in the last 6 years. So it's your prerogative, but I don't like change. So I like doing the due diligence before I move somewhere. And most of the times I did that. But I am a proponent of the mortgage brokerage side of the equation. So let me get into the details behind this, and then I'm going to show you a chart, and we're going to go through a little slideshow. It won't waste your time, I promise you, into what I look for when I go to a different company and how these might be your same goals, and then why, us. So let's get into it. So we caption this off, the mortgage advisors, that's who I'm reaching out to in this video. Why the Frio team? Why maybe Nexa Mortgage? Well, let's get on to it. So what do you need to be successful? All right, so these are the parameters that I go by. All right, I need products. Okay, so we need consumers, but that's up to you guys to find out. Your biggest part of your job is to find consumers. Okay, but once you do, don't you want to kind of grasp onto that and be able to explore every avenue you can to help the consumer? Okay, so what I find most important in my job is programs. Okay, if you don't have the programs, nothing else fits. The rate doesn't matter. The processing doesn't matter. Nothing matters. The cost doesn't matter because you don't have the program. So let's go over these real quick and let me explain to you why my move was kind of dependent on this area. So if you're a broker out there, I can assure you, you have conventional. Okay, so we'll leave it at that part. You might have FHA, you might have VA, you might have USDA. But what's the backdrop of those? Does your FHA require a 640 credit score? 620? 600? Do you truly know that FHA will go down to a 500 credit score? Okay, can you do loans down to a 500 credit score? Probably not. All right, USDA, do you have the availability to do USDA? Maybe not. Non-QM, I can almost assure you, you don't have the ability to do non-QM loans. If you do, you probably, even if you work at the lender, you probably have to broker it out. If you work at a bank or a credit union, you probably don't even know what I'm talking about, and you're missing the boat in that area. Reverse mortgages. How many clients do you have that have parents, relatives, neighbors, friends, grandparents that might need a reverse mortgage? What do you do with those? Okay, it's hard enough. You guys work hard enough to try to get the phone to ring to get somebody that wants a mortgage or wants your help, and then you're like, I don't offer that program. So all your efforts went for nothing. All right, commercial loans. I don't do commercial loans. We have a division or a support team that can help you, or you can refer your commercial loans over to them. I don't do them. I've never done them, but I have the ability to at least help those clients that now call in that need a commercial loan. Okay, that's one thing. Home equity loans. If you're at a bank, you probably have them. That's about it. If you're a broker anywhere else, do you have it? Can you make any money on them? Where do you place them? Is it a referral system? You're like, oh, I just send it over to a friend of mine over at the bank. You're not capitalizing on that. Then they go to the bank. Are they going to ever call you back? Don't know. Jumbo loans. That's kind of taboo to some people. Don't even know what they are, how to do them, or anything else. We have a huge assortment of lenders that do jumbo loans. You can have fixed, adjustable rates, down payment assistance programs, bank statement programs, debt servicing programs, all this stuff. If you're listening to me saying, what, who, this is where we need to, we need to talk. The next area that I find a big piece of this puzzle, rates. Okay. Here's what I want to talk about on rates. So now you finally have the client. All right. So now what do you do? Okay. My biggest detriment, or why I never liked working for a bank or a lender. Why? Well, they all tell you, we have all these lenders and we have all this and we have all that, but there's kind of one rate. Okay. So I don't want the one rate. Who's determining that rate? Who's pinning that rate? How much is being earned on that rate? You don't know. You get your sliver of the pie and you just hopefully they're telling you the truth. Do most of them? Probably. But is there full transparency there? Well, that's one area that I don't like. I want to say, okay, I want to, I want the ability to kind of scan as many areas as I can to figure out all the options that I have. That's another option. I already fixed transparency, flexibility. If you're at the lender and you pull the rate and they're like, oh, you can go a little bit lower. You can't match that. You can go a little bit lower and we're going to pay you half the compensation we would otherwise pay you. Well, then you find out, why are they getting this rate and your rate's up here, but you're still taking a pay cut? Okay, how much juice is in that rate? If you're a broker out there, you get my terminology. If you're not, I apologize. This is for those mortgage brokers out there. All right, comp plans. Okay, are you making 25 basis points, 50 basis points, 75 basis points? Somebody will call you up and say, hey, we got the best program in town. We're paying you 1 point on every deal. Okay, is that good? Is it bad? Can you make more? Let me say the answer is yes. Okay, here's why I liked this position, why I chose Nexa Mortgage, why I moved my Frio team to Nexa Mortgage. I did a video last week. Lenders, online websites, or the Frio team, check it out. Okay, you see me actually plugging in a loan and then hitting the scan button, and I've scanned over 130 lenders throughout the entire country. I can choose from any of them to place my clients. Can you do that? I can almost guarantee you the answer's no. Okay, those rates, they're pure rates. They're not buffered. Okay, they're not buffered. If one is buffered, I'll go to the next one. Basically what I'm choosing the best rate and the best program in the whole country. But there are lenders out there that it's even in our database. Their customer service, their underwriting, their processing, it just doesn't fit for me. And it's very frustrating to me and the clients. So I don't choose them. Even if they have the best rate in the markets, I know that I'm doing you a disservice because it's going to get frustrating for all of us. Okay. So that's another piece of the pie is rates. So this is an easy, transparent way to scan your loan over basically the whole country, lenders, 130 plus of them, to see who's got the little niche out there. Okay. You probably as a broker, you're like, oh, I use this company for FHA. I use this company for USDA. I use this for jumbos. Well, if you're a lender, you don't have that choice. If you're a broker, are there more options out there? And the answer I can honestly say is yes. Okay. So that's that part of it. All right. Support and growth. Okay. Here's the area that I really needed assistance with. Program options. I needed them. I needed more. Okay. All the non-QM programs, did I have access to them? Yes. I'll be transparent here. I really didn't make any money on them. Everybody else made money except yours truly. So did I really want to do them? No. Do I make money on them now? Yes. This is my living. Okay. I don't want to do a loan and everybody else make money except for me. Okay. I originated it. Okay. So you deserve to earn a commission on that because you worked hard and you're going to work hard with that client to get them closed. Support. Do you have to call somebody 800 times to get an answer? Does your processors, you have to be mandated to use specific processors and you find out that they didn't call your client? They never called your client. Why did I have to go through 3 rate extensions because nobody, found out that they needed an updated pay stub and the cost of that? So here, what do? We can self-process. There's no charge unless you want to charge it. You can't charge it unless you use a third-party processor. We now I interviewed processing companies, picked the creme de la creme. I don't have to use them, but they're doing a fantastic job. I upload my documents. I don't hear anything other than we get a CD or my client wants to talk to me about something. That's it. Okay, I can almost guarantee you're not in that position because somebody said, "Oh, we forgot to do that," or "We didn't do that," or "I don't do that." I don't wash windows. So, well, they're getting paid on that loan, but they're really not helping you. Okay, that's another thing. Grow at your own pace. You can grow as rapid as you can. There's no quotas you have to do. There's no anybody breathing down your neck. If you're on the Frio team, honestly, I require you do $1 million. If you can't do $1 million a month, I'm not the fit for you, but maybe Nexus platform is good for you. You might do 1 or 2 loans a month. You can get maximum comp on those, and probably maybe make a good living on 1 or 2 loans a month. Okay, on my team, you need to do $1 million or more. We're pretty much, we work hard here. All right, be your own boss. You decide what you want to do. If you're on my team, you can work remote, but you have to be accountable. You need to do the quotas. I don't want any phone calls with frustrated consumers because you're the boss. You control that loan. You're controlling it being uploaded. You're controlling where it's going. You're controlling what processors is working on that. You're doing that, okay? We're not mandating that you do these things. And then the comp plan, okay? Where I was, they would take, most times about 25 to in some cases, 50% of the revenue that was generated on that loan file. For what? Okay, let me kind of, when I say plug and play, let me kind of pull the curtain behind a little bit. The mortgage brokerage that you work for, I'm talking to those out there that source their own business. Okay, those are the ones I'm talking to. You just want a conduit. I'll say it that way. You want a conduit for you and your clients to be able to scan basically everywhere and anywhere to find them the best program at the best rates, best cost structure. Okay, that's what you're looking for. All right, if you work at the lender, your hands are pretty much tied in many of these areas. You have to use their loan program. You have to use their processors. You have to use their funding department. Are they all fantastic at what they do? A lot of them have great intentions, but there's stuff. So you control it. I don't want that processor working on my file. You determine you don't want that processor working on the file. You're the boss. So basically what we're breaking down is you have unlimited programs. If it's out there in a residential loan, you got it. Support. You can self-process your own loans, or you can use the processing company that I set up for my team, or you can use any processing company you want. It doesn't matter. Grow at your pace. That's self-explanatory. Be your own boss, self-explanatory. The comp plan, that's something we discuss one-on-one. So if you're interested in this, please go to our website, and I'm going to show you that at the end of this, how you go and you can send out a request to me so I can review your situation. Then I'll personally call you and we're going to go over and I'm going to pick your brain. Are you a good fit for the Frio team? Maybe not. Maybe. Are you a good fit for Nexa Mortgage? And I'll be completely honest with you because I don't want you joining a team and you not being a good fit. Okay, so that's that part of it. And then last but not least, why did I move? And I'm going to reiterate these top tiers. I have now over 130 lenders to choose from. Again, I explained this in another video that I did. I go in and put in the parameters. If you use Loan Sifter or any other rate engine, all of our lenders are in there. You plug in the details, you hit it, it scans over 130 lenders and gives you chronologic order on who does what at what rate and so forth. Top tier comp plan. You can get the top tier, and I'm not saying 1 point, 1.5 points, or so forth. You can get the top tier in the market by joining the Nexa team or the Frio team. We are the fastest growing brokerage in the whole USA. Okay. What we try to do also when you join on board, basically make it a plug and play. You'll have access to Calyx Point or any other software that we have, all the credit vendors, all of the lenders, everything, all of the processing companies that we're signed up with, and the list goes on and on and on. Basically, to make it an easy plug and play for you. Rates, programs, and support. I kind of just explained that. You can scan rates all over the country. Support. You have a huge support staff. There's even an internal website that you can go in and post questions, and you're going to have loan officers, underwriters, and support staff posting on there to give you feedback on, maybe where you can place a loan, how you can figure out that income, and everything else. So the reason why I chose to move, one, is the options. Okay, I needed more options. Two, rates. I couldn't come in and say, guys, I get the best rates in town, because I didn't. Okay, and then support, I'll leave that one alone, because right now I went out and I found a processing company that is doing phenomenal. And is there always a lag there? Yes, you're going to have one-offs that just don't work. But our processors now, we send them the data. They basically take it from there. They'll email the clients, put them on campaigns, drip campaigns. They call them, they have their updates. You really don't hear from them unless a restructure is needed, or to tell you, hey, this client wants to talk to you, or to reach out and say, hey, this is closing on Wednesday. So if you're interested in joining the Frio team, or at least kicking the tires at Nexa Mortgage, the best way to do that is go to therateupdate.com. What you're going to do is, let me slide over here. There's an inquiry form right in this range right here. You're going to click it. Then you're going to go down to Mortgage Advisor. You're going to click it. And right there, it's going to give you just a little questionnaire to fill out. Fill that out. It'll get routed to me. I'll shoot you an email. I'll call you as soon as I possibly can. Please expect at least an email, phone call, or text from me to I want to pick your brain. I want to truly tell you, you would be an awesome fit for the Frio team. You know what? And I'll be transparent. You're not a perfect fit for me, but I think making this move to Nexa would be very beneficial to you. Or I might come back and say, you know what? The programs, the opportunity you have at your current lender, it's fantastic. Stay there till you're seasoned enough, or you get a better clientele base, or you get something else strengthening your position in the market, and then maybe make a move. I will tell you exactly how my feelings are. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, but I want you to be successful today, tomorrow, and in the future. So thanks for watching, guys. Again, I hope you find value in my channel. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe down below, hit the bell every time I post a video, you get an alert.